Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Today we're talking the Breakfast Club. Anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at AnonymousRealityTV. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so that it gets out into the algorithm. Free, you guys, to share with your family, your friends, and your foes. So let's get into it. So I'm talking the Breakfast Club because I'm talking, do we have a problem with Jess Hilarious, you guys? Is there an issue with Jess Hilarious? What am I talking about? What has happened? Well, I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but things have not been, the best since Jess Hilarious has been back from maternity leave. And basically, Lauren has essentially eclipsed Jess Hilarious as far as I'm concerned. This is the perfect case for maybe like a sports analogy for, let's say a football analogy, right? Your star quarterback goes out for a debilitating injury. It's going to keep him out for the season. Your team's in playoff contention, and your backup quarterback that you were not, that has the skill set, has all of the things, comes in and eclipses your star quarterback, takes you to where y'all need to go. Somebody coming to your job where you're not, bringing things to the table, a little bit checked out. Somebody comes in either with the same experience as you or more experience with you, and they come in and they do your job better than you. And then it becomes awkward. And that's where we're at now. Because lastly, this Wendy Williams stuff, what's going on with Wendy Williams. She's called into the Breakfast Club to, spill what's been going on with her and all these things. And everybody is engaged. Everybody's asking questions. Everybody is listening intently on what Wendy Williams has to say, except for Jess Hilarious. The wide shot, and Armon Wiggins pointed it out. He said the following on Twitter. He said, I hope they figure out whatever it is, because ain't no way I got Wendy Williams up there on a day after her psych exam, and I'm on Instagram while everyone is doing the interview. I like Jess, but she's clearly checked out. I'm not sure if she's having fun anymore. And then also, with that being said, even when Portia Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta was just on there, and Lauren knew her stuff. Lauren knew her information. She knew the right questions to ask Portia. She did her research. Corey Holcomb from the 5150 show has called out the fact that, he calls Jess Hilarious less hilarious because they have their own separate beef, but basically calls out the fact that Lauren is outshining her. Lauren is outshining her. She's prepared. And this was my biggest issue with Jess. Is even if you don't know, can you research the topics you are discussing? It just seemed like anytime when they were briefly trying to still have Jess have her own segments and things, Lauren would come in and basically be like, well, there's A, B, C, D here. There's this, there's a history of this, they've got a history of that. She knew the backstory. Jess Hilarious didn't know that. Even when Jess Hilarious tried to come in when they were talking about Portia, this is an example, after her interview, and they did a follow-up because there was some other stuff, some other housewives related stuff going on. Jess Hilarious didn't have all that background information, and Lauren knew exactly what was taking place. My thing is, to be honest, and this is nothing against Jess Hilarious, I never felt she was right for the job from the start. I felt even Claudia Jordan was outshining Jess Hilarious. So I didn't understand. I think they tried to save face because it was allegedly leaked or whatever, with the whole snafu of her getting the job in the first place, or she leaked it or whatever. However, whatever happened, either the contract wasn't right, the money wasn't right, the start date wasn't right, something happened, and they tried to make it right and still rebrand and still have it so that she was still, going to be a part of the Breakfast Club. But then obviously shortly after she announced she was pregnant. And it's like they brought in Lauren, who, like I said, she's killing it. She is killing it. She has, like I said, she has the experience. She understands what she's talking about. And the biggest thing, too, she is not personally biased or negative or overly positive, depending on the story. She is professional. Jess, if she is not interested in a story, she's checked out. Jess Hilarious, if she doesn't like the celebrity or the reality star they're talking about or whatever, she is checked out. That is not what you want when you have a big time position like this talking about celebrity news and gossip. You have to treat everybody like you are interested, like you are professional, like you are on top of your game, whether you like the person or not. That's a big part of this, industry, of this media industry, is that you are supposed to be covering the top stories. You are supposed to be following the top stories, and you have to take your personal mess out of it. But it seems like Jess is just biding her time at this point. It seems like Jess is just waiting for them to just say, hey, we're going to move on from you. We're no longer happy with you or whatever else. And I feel like that is not the right move, because here's the thing. This messes you up for future opportunities in this space. If you are showing now that you are checked out, that you are not interested, you're not doing your research, and somebody who basically came in to, quote unquote, fill in for you, but ended up basically taking your segment because they're outperforming you, you would think, okay, I need to step my game up. I need to step it up. I need to be on top of my game so I don't lose this job, because I'm sure it is a nice bag that they're paying Jess Hilarious. And they probably thought, now I do agree with Corey Holcomb on this. They maybe thought that Jess Hilarious's online persona, her social media followers, and all of that was going to translate to success on the Breakfast Club. However, you guys, she's not fitting in with DJ Envy and Charlamagne. Lauren is fitting in amazingly. Lauren understands, she understands how to kind of, how they can all play off of one each other. They have really good chemistry together and all the things. And that's why Portia was hyping her up, saying, you know your stuff, you did your research, you follow me, you're aware of what is going on. Even if it was uncomfortable questions she was asking Portia didn't mind answering it because it was somebody who knew what they were doing. You can't be sitting there on a Wendy Williams call looking at your Instagram account, scrolling through your Instagram feed to see what is going on. You need to be engaged. You need to have your 4 or 5 questions to jump in and ask Wendy Williams something or whatever. But you were completely disengaged. You were completely removed from the interview, and that's not going to cut it. No. No. This is giving the end when Angela Yee wasn't even looking at Charlamagne anymore, wasn't even featuring Charlamagne anymore, was only talking if spoken to directly. This is a hot mess. This is an absolute hot mess, but I thought that Jess Hilarious would have taken this job a lot more seriously. I thought Jess Hilarious would have understood the assignment, would have understood the seriousness of this assignment, and it's just very disappointing. It is just very disappointing because I know they are paying her some serious dough, and this is not the move at all. This is not the move at all. If you plan on still being at the Breakfast Club long term. So I'm trying to figure out how much longer this is going to work, you know, with the Breakfast Club, how long they're going to write this out with Jess Hilarious. But there's too many eyes on this show, on this morning show, for this to continue on the way it's going. I think a decision needs to be made sooner or later, because if you're acting like this on the Wendy Williams interview, like what are we coming back for? What are we coming back for? What are we coming back to? Make it make sense. So there is that. That is all I got. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.